fam, it's your girl, Miss Diva Trucker, and I am here. I wonder if I put on my headset, what would be like louder or whatever the case may be. But I am here, and guys, I made it back from my 2 trips over the weekend. I end up having 2 more breakdowns. Okay, so after I had my first breakdown, and they replaced the brake chamber, come to find out that the shop that I had my truck at, they had already replaced the brake chamber before I left the shop. So I didn't understand what they was replacing. But in the last 2 days that I went on the road by myself, I was taking out the 2016 truck to make sure that it was working okay and I wouldn't have any problems, because what you don't want to do is have a truck sit, okay? Because once you have a truck sit, my 2016 truck was sitting for about 3-4 months. It was sitting for about 3-4 months, and a lot of things can go wrong in that time of sitting. One of the things that went wrong was the depth, okay? Somehow the depth was bad. I had to get that drained and refill it with depth. Then the other thing is the air dryer. So I have to make sure with these trucks, you have to make sure that you drain your air dryer like either every day, once a week, or whatever the case may be, to ensure that there won't be any like leakage from your air dryer. So those are 2 things. And also, when you have a older truck, you're going to deal with some maintenance on it, okay? You're going to have to deal with the upkeep of that truck. So with a 2016 Freightliner, one of the issues that you're going to have is going to be like the DEF system. Like, you're going to have issues with the NOx sensors. So there's like an inner sensor and there's an outer sensor, right? So you have to get those replaced. Also with that, you have to worry about maybe cleaning out your DEF. If that one box goes out, that's a lot of money to get replaced. So that's why usually people, like with the carriers and things like that, that once those trucks get a certain amount of miles, they'll go ahead and trade them in, because they'd rather not deal with all the upkeep and the maintenance on the truck. So it has its pros and cons, a new truck versus a used older truck, okay? And those are some of the things that I'm dealing with on the older truck. But it's a good, strong truck. Like, it pulls really well, it handles really good. So just getting the minor things fixed on it, it'll be fine. But it was crazy. I gotta also tell y'all about the man that fixed it. Like, after I got it fixed at the TA, where they redid the air dryer, I thought it was going to be about $1,500, but it ended up being about $800, which I was very grateful for that. Then I started having issues again when I got up to like Kentucky, Ohio. And I happened to call a man on the side of the road in Ohio, I think it was. Y'all, this man worked on my truck all night long, and it was to death. So when you're on the side of the road at the rest area or whatever, what was happening was the DEF kept saying it was bad. It kept saying it was bad, but I haven't put DEF in it in a long time because I haven't ran it. I had it sitting. I hadn't ran a truck. So it kept giving me a red stop button, and it wouldn't go. It wouldn't go, it wouldn't go forward or whatever and it went into derate status. So also when you're dealing with deaf issues, you got to worry about that. Now, there's certain things that you could do, like when you're on the side of the road and your truck goes into derate status. There's certain things that you could do to get that truck to like a shop or whatever the case until you figure out and get it fixed. One of the things that you can do is you can disconnect it, right? And what will happen is you'll be able to drive and keep going. It just tricks the computer to make the truck, to make it think that the truck is not moving when it is. So one of the things that will happen is you won't be able to have a speedometer. So the speedometer will, no longer work, okay? And it will trick the truck to think that the truck is still staying still when actually it's going down the road. That's one way. You can disconnect it, go on the truck, disconnect it. The other way is when it was reading the port depth and all that kind of stuff, and it would not reset on the machine because people will come out. They will come out and try to do a force regen. And if that doesn't work, it may mean like one of the sensors are bad or whatever the case may be. But in my case, it happened to be the depth. The depth was bad. So when the depth is bad, the only thing that you can do is drain the depth out. And you got to be careful where you do that at. So you got to drain the depth out, and then you got to go to the store and buy some new depth to put in there. So I learned a couple of things just to make sure. Don't have your truck sitting for a long period of time because you're going to have issues. Akbar says, hello, it's been a while. Hope Arshawn is doing well. Yeah, he's doing well. He's driving.
Hello.
He's paying attention to traffic because we're in, like, y'all just don't understand. Let me show y'all the traffic we're in. So, when you're in Maryland, are we still in Maryland or are we in Virginia?
We're in Virginia. We're about to be in Maryland soon.
Okay, so we are in, what that sign say? Washington, D.C. in 31 miles, okay? So when you get up here, I tried to come through here last night, but I got tired, so I pulled over and went to sleep. But when you are coming up towards this way, especially on the 95, it's best to either come late during the night, early during the morning, because even on the weekend, this is going to be bad. The traffic is going to be bad. So hopefully, but yeah, Arshawn drives in the daytime, and I drive at night. Okay, so it's his turn to drive right now. It's his turn to drive right now, so he's trying to pay attention to the road. And I will talk to you guys, okay? Let me see. Hey, Money Smith. Yeah, we're gonna head up to Maryland, and then we are going to pick up a load in West Virginia, and then head to Georgia. We're going to go down to Florida. I'm going to Orlando because they're really paying really well to go to Orlando right now. And I happen to get a load that is paying over $2 a mile coming. When you go down in Florida, but the load that I'm taking down, Money says, I'm currently in the process of getting my CDL. I'm working on my pre-trip. Any advice for to doing your pre-trip, Arshawn? What helped you pass your pre-trip when you was taking it in school?
Usually I just start in front of the truck, make sure there's any leans or leaks. Then I look at my lights. I have my hazards on, see if any of them is working or not. And then anything that's metal, make sure it's not broke, bent, or damaged in any kind of way. And that same goes for any tires as well. You want to make sure that your tires don't have any bubbles, wear and tear, or uneven wear. And naturally, you will just think of it as that. No leaks as well. You'll be able to hear any air leaks.
What I did with mine, I don't know, can y'all hear us, Sean? But, because this truck is kind of loud. But the easiest way that I passed my pre-trip was to break it down in like parts, okay? So I broke each section down. So I broke like the front section down, the end cab section down, and then memorize it that way. And therefore, it was easier to go through the whole thing. And also just remember, like, if it's what is it? If it's metal, what is it? If it's metal, it's not bent, broken,
or missing any parts.
If it's and you just keep saying that over and over. And the same thing that you do to one side of the truck, you just do it to the other side of the truck, so you get points for that, right? And then because they gave us a stick to point at everything on the truck, and we did like a study group at KLLM, and I had it down so packed I probably couldn't go through the whole thing now, but without any issues. We got the pre-pass, y'all. Let me show you my pre-pass. That's the pre-pass. So we got the green light on the pre-pass. Look at is this Maryland or Virginia? Where we at, Sean?
Virginia still.
We're in Virginia still. So Money, what part do you have your CDL yet, or do you got your permit? You got your permit? Get ready to get the CDL? Truck rest area. But it's a beautiful day, guys. It's a beautiful day up here in the Northeast. We've been having some great weather. Besides in Florida, Sean took a load down to Florida during that hurricane down there. He took a load all the way down to West Palm Beach. Did you go to West Palm Beach? West Palm Beach, Florida.
Yeah.
While I was gone. Let me see. But if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. But you're getting ready to start your, my problem is remembering what to say. Just point to it, like just normal things that you see, just point to it. There's a light, it's, what we say is amber in color. It's been so long, but when I first started, I could give you that pre-trip like it was nothing. But now it's like I gotta remember everything. But it's not bent, broken, or damaged. And what's the other one? Rusted. Is it rusted? It's not bent, broken, or damaged. No cracks or frays. And but yeah, once you get through that, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. But yeah. Just on a ride through Maryland, guys. Almost to Washington, D.C. Almost to Washington, Virginia, or I don't know where we're at. But it's always traffic on the 95. Always traffic on the 95. What's coming up? It's already September. Can y'all believe that? Like, Labor Day is next week. Oh my God. Labor Day is it next Monday?
I think so.
It's on a Monday, right? Labor Day is next week. I don't know what you do. That's supposed to be what, like the last barbecue or whatever the case for the summer. And that's it. But yeah, we just almost, how many more miles we got? About
103 with a 2 hour and 22 minute hour drive.
103 miles to Maryland. I stopped driving about 2 this morning. I stopped driving, I think, about 1. And I cooked. This time. I cooked hamburger helper, and I cooked. What else? Oh, I always make sub sandwiches. So I made some sub sandwiches. I made what else? Spaghetti. I got salad, and I think that was it. Salad, spaghetti. Oh my goodness! I cooked some whole catfish with macaroni and cheese and potato salad. It was so good. It was so good. Look at the traffic, y'all. It is something else coming through here, baby. We are riding through the outskirts of Washington, D.C., where the traffic is forever and a day. You got to be careful. Let me tell you something about these trucks up here in all this traffic, okay? If y'all drive cars, four-wheelers, this is what we call four-wheelers, right? So if y'all drive a four-wheeler and you see a truck that has a signal on and they're trying to get over into your lane, it would be a good idea to either get in front of that truck or get behind that truck, because most likely that truck is coming over, okay? And you don't want to be in the way of that. You want to be out the way. Don't drive around trucks. If you can help it, try to stay as far away from a truck if possible. A lot of people like to ride on the side of the truck, or they like to ride towards the back end of the truck. And sometimes, look at that, see? Child, people don't care. I seen somebody do that the day before yesterday with that motorcycle and just come through the lanes like that and didn't realize that the police was sitting in the traffic just like everybody else, and they got themselves a ticket for doing that. You see a lot of folks texting and driving, and on and driving. So, but the main thing up here is just like stop and go, stop and go, stop and go, stop and go traffic. Where am I at? Safe traveling, yeah. I saw a terrible accident the other day. I just hate when it involves trucks, you know. Look at that traffic. Y'all see that sign? It says Washington, Washington 95. Some people would get nervous, like when there's the things that students get nervous at is when there's multiple lines of traffic, like 4 or 5. The main thing that you got to worry about is just making things and making sure that you kind of in this type of traffic is going to be stop and go, stop and you got to always look out for people that is just, trying to get in front of you. Or you'll have somebody all the way over here to the left lane, right? You'll have them all the way over to the left lane and they'll just come straight across because they figured out that, that was their exit and they just want to get over. But other than that, just maintaining your lane control. Stay inside the lines, and that's it. Just like you would be driving a car, but just a tad bit bigger, It says commercial vehicles are excluded. That means that you cannot be all the way in the left lane. Usually when you are, what are strategies you have in place to stay DOT compliant? When you say stay DOT compliant, going to make sure that I got my vehicle checked, like with my maintenance, yearly maintenance DOT inspection form. Make sure you get that like every year. Also, you could go in and get like a DOT inspection because it looks good on your record, and just set you up like a calendar when everything is due. Stay on top of your driver's profile to make sure that their medical cards are not expired. Make sure that their license is not expired. And also, I got to give you that software. There's a software that you can use that will let you know if any of your drivers have got a ticket, okay, in their personal vehicle or any vehicle. So like sometimes you will have drivers and they will either get a ticket in a personal vehicle or they'll get a ticket out here on the road and they may not tell you about it, right? So, but we get alerts that will let you know if your driver has gotten a ticket. So if a driver think that they can get a ticket and we not know about it, as a carrier, they're going to know, okay? It may take a little while for it to get reported to the carrier, but the carrier will know that you have a ticket. So if anything happens, it's always best to go in there and tell the carrier first before the carrier has to call you into the office, because it's just eventually a matter of time, okay? That they're going to call you in the office. But yes, we use software to determine if you have a ticket out there. It could be any state, okay? We would know. So it's always best to be upfront about any tickets or anything that you may get out here on the road, because the carrier will find out eventually. And they may not find out right away, okay, but they will find out. It gets reported back. All in the database. Like, we don't even have to call. Like, if I have a driver that put in an application, I don't have to call the previous people that they work for. It's automatic. So they know who you put in applications with, right? So all we do is just send over every place that you say you work. We just check the button, and it sends an electronic message to that employer to fill out for you, and they'll return it. mainly is when the last time you had a drug and alcohol. They want to know when the last time you've been tested. They want to know, if you had any accidents or anything that they're not seeing on your PSP. They also may want to know inside accidents, that like there's maybe the incidents that has happened within the company that's not necessarily reported to DOT. They want to know about that. How long that you worked there, because some people say that they've been working for a company for 3 years and they only actually been working for that company for maybe 6 months, right? So all that has to be verified. But yeah. And also just put it like in a database. Like if you have a spreadsheet, it will alert you to keep your driver profiles. It will also let you know like where your trucks is. It will also alert you like if your trucks are running late or something. It will also let you know the last time you had a PM. So all that's in my JJ Keller compliance dashboard. And I pay $25 a month for each driver. So it will tell me if they had a break-in incident. It will tell me um, if there's any log violations. It will tell me um, everything that's due for that driver or that truck. Any kind of maintenance that's due on the truck, it will tell me. So all you do is log it in. You log everything in one time, and then every time that it comes due, it will alert you and let you know, hey, this person got to go take a DOT. This person is due for a drug test. This person, whatever the case may be, it'll let you know. Your IFTA is done. Your UCR needs to be completed. So it goes through checks to make sure. Your KYU needs to be completed because it's a lot. But as long as you have those checks in place, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. I got my little protein shake. That I'm drinking on this morning. So JJ can order those for a DOT. If it's like your first DOT audit, that audit is real simple. That it's going to be in when they send you a your 18-month DOT audit. It's all going to be computerized. So all you have to do is just pull your file. You're going to have your driver MVR. You're going to have it gives you a check sheet. And if you don't have it, you can download it from the FMCSA portal. Just go into your FMCSA and do a safety audit, and it will give you a check sheet of everything that you need to have for your safety audit. And it's real simple. But just for like when you start to grow and you have multiple trucks and multiple drivers and things like that, then I use the JJ Keller driver compliance. It has a driver dashboard and it has a compliance monitoring system to make sure that you're in compliance with everything that you need to have. And it will just alert you of whatever needs to be filed, or if it's overdue, or if your driver's license is getting ready to be expired. You don't want them on the road. Like, you want to catch that ahead of time. If their medical card is about to be expired, you want to catch that ahead of time. So getting ready for winter. We got one more month. This September, it's gonna start getting kind of cool. It's already the temperature is getting kind of lower up in the north, east, and it's starting to cool down a little bit. This week is supposed to be, this following week that's coming up, it's supposed to be a little warm, but it's going to start cooling out. So I'm trying to get all my little summer outfits out the way before it starts changing. Next time I go home, I got to get my winter stuff, like my winter clothes and all that kind of stuff. Stop and go. 85 to the 95. One highway I don't like traveling, especially when you're heavy, is up to, I like how you operate as a power only. Can a new carrier operate as a power only with JB Hunt or any other carriers, major carriers? With JB Hunt, you got to have 90 days to be on their, to sign up on their power only. I'm not sure about USA, how many days that you need to sign up for them. But a lot of them require for you to have 3 months. Now, there are some other power onlys besides JB Hunt. Some other power onlys will include Warner has a power only. Okay, I don't know how much they pay, but I heard that they get dispatched, so that's why I don't like that. Knight and Swift has a power only. You can do power only there. I think they may be dispatched. Prime has a power only, and they are dispatched. That's the only thing I don't like about the power only. I don't like the part about dispatching. And it's not like they don't want you to dispatch your own self if you want to. It's like so many people have messed it up. So they have no choice but to dispatch you. Like for instance, when USA, I have the board. I have access to the board. So I don't get dispatched. But now they done put into a rule that if you coming on to them, they will dispatch you. So, but and I think JB may start doing that too for new carriers that's coming on. They may assign you a dispatcher. But just for power only, I do know that Warner is power only. Knight Swift is power only. USA Trucks is power only. Big M has a power only. Is it Big M? Big M has a power only out of Mississippi. Landstar doesn't have a power only. You will have to have, they have a power only, but it's very minimal. So it's best to have a trailer with them. But you can sign up with Landstar right away with a new carrier. Who else? Knight Swift, Arc Best. Arc Best has power only. Snyder has power only as well. And you might be, I'm not sure, but usually it seems like all of them want at least 3 months under your own carrier to sign up with them. But if you got a trailer, then you can sign up with like PepsiCo. You can sign up with DHL. You can sign up. You can sign up directly with them if you have like a trailer. There's a lot of places that you can sign up. And now I'm seeing, guys, I'm starting to see a lot of the 3PLs or the bigger brokerage are starting to send out a lot of dedicated stuff that's coming up for them. So they don't like DHL don't like to put their loads on the load board. Target, they don't like, putting it. There's certain places that don't like putting their loads on the load board. So they will ask for like dedicated carriers that will just dedicate themselves to that operation, so they won't have to put loads on the load board. But you can get an account with Target. You can get an account with a lot of the grocery supply chains. You can get an account with, especially if you have a reefer. But yeah, if you just got your authority, start calling the local people around you to see if they got any dedicated freight around that you can run out, and then just try to get you a backhaul back. But I just don't like hanging on to the trailer. I like just being able to pick up anybody's trailer and go, and come in and out. I love that. And to me, I don't see a big difference as far as pay or rates are concerned with having my own trailer, because having my own trailer would mean that I would have to live load everywhere I go. I would have to live load everywhere I go, and I don't want to do that. Live load may have you sitting for a while, and I could have been dropped it and picked up something else and keep going. Especially when there's two people in the truck, you don't want to be sitting at a dock. So it helps me keep going. And you can pick it out. You can pick your loads out for the week. You don't have to wait and get to the receiver, then pick out another load. But let me show y'all where I'm at. Where are we, Shawnee?
Almost at the borderline.
We are almost at the borderline. We have okay, but yeah, remember when your kids was young and you had to drive them kids around everywhere they need to go? They need to go to the store, they need to go anywhere. You had to drive them around. You couldn't wait for them children to get their license. And but now Arshawn gets to drive me around. Ain't that right, Sean? He gets to drive me around now. You can wait till them kids get grown, they get their own license and stuff, so so you can run to the store. Hey, run to the store, get this for me. Run to the store, get that for me. I brought this cute little speaker off Temu. I got two of these speakers. One of them is this is a little speaker, and it's supposed to be so loud. And I got another one here somewhere but I got two of them. They so cute. It was like, if you order it off of Temu, right? This is a speaker where if you lay it down, it sounds really loud, right? So, but if you order it off of TikTok, the speaker is gonna be like $29 or something like that. So all you gotta do is order it from Temu, because Temu is gonna sell it to you for like $9.99 or $8.99 or whatever, and then turn around and sell it on TikTok for $29, because they don't know no better. But yes, yes, yes. Let me see. Where are we? Where are we? Let me see where we are. Today I'm on my new motor carrier journey. No problem, D. You already got your authority already? Baltimore. Keep up. Did you get your authority already? And I don't know if who else got power only, like a big power only. In the processing stage. Okay. Yep. All you gotta do is get that insurance, that truck, that insurance, some tags, and you'll be on your way, waiting on your letter say you are now an approved motor carrier. Oh shucks. Oh shucks. Yep. Let me show y'all where we at. Which way we are going. We are in a tunnel. The traffic is getting a little bit better. And it's getting a little bit better. Baltimore. It'll let up a little bit. I want some crabs. I want some Baltimore, Maryland crabs. I need some crabs in my life. We ain't going over there to York. If we were going over there to York, boy, they'd be right down the corner waiting on you. Come on, get these hot steamed crabs. They be so good. Oh my God. And we're rolling, 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 yeah. Rolling, rolling on the river. Yes, we're rolling, 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 yeah. Rolling on the river. After the job in the city, working for the man every night and day.
Hang on. Did you try to register with US Express at one time?
Huh?
Did you try to register with US Express at one time? I think
For what? Power only?
Yeah.
I think US Expressman got a power only too. I'm not sure. They will now since they're with they'll have a power only now since they're with Night Swift. But I do think they got a power only. Now made Subway sandwiches. Subway sandwiches. I got salads, spaghetti. I cook everything at home, so we don't have to buy nothing on the road. Only thing Arshawn buys is like his drinks and stuff. I can't do there. Yesterday traffic was bad. It's moving now a little bit. I guess because it's a weekend. But they do not want to play with these trucks. On the road. Let's go! Uh-oh. Spicy chicken and something else sandwich. Mayonnaise, Dijon mustard, tomato, pickles, and you know those what is it, King Hawaiian style subs. And I make these and I cut them up and I put them in like sandwiches of fours, so you have about 6 or 7 of them, and that lasts a while. And what I was gonna cook, I had a tomahawk steak, and I was gonna cook that, but fix my camera. I was gonna cook the tomahawk steak, but when you going back on shipping wars, I don't know. Whenever they call back, if they have another season, I don't know. But they are running a lot of the rerun. I got to go back through tonight, then go home for a 34-hour reset. Go back through Baltimore. Well, once we drop this load, we're going to Virginia to pick up another load, and we're taking it back to Georgia, a drop and hook on both ends, right? And because there was no more loads coming out of this area until the 5th, and this is the 2nd. And I was like, let me go and run this up there and run it right on back down. But right now there wasn't anything coming out until like the 5th. And I was like, no. So I got that. It's a little deadhead. You know, it's like 100-pound deadhead, but that's okay. Pick that up. It's a preloaded trailer, and it's a drop when you get it there. And then I got to pick up a load in Georgia, going to Florida, and I got a load coming out of Florida. What does a down payment on insurance look like? What's the ballpark? Anywhere between, I would say, $2,000 to $3,000. $2,000 to $3,000. They're gonna go off of your credit. They're gonna go off of your driving history or your driving record, and they'll give you a quote. So it'll probably be about $2,000 down, and they'll give you different options to pay. Like they'll see if you want to pay it half of it, quarterly, or whatever. This is the Woodrow Wilson Bridge. About $2,500, and then you'll be like about $1,700 a month. 15, 17, but look around. In the group, I asked people who have the cheapest insurance, and they gave me a couple of names of people that has the lowest insurance, but I would say about $2,500 down, about $1,700 a month, and then you can reevaluate it after a year, and you don't have anything, no accidents or anything. cheaper than that, you know. Some people was paying like for 3 trucks, they was paying no more than like 2,000 or something dollars. I gotta find that company. Reruns, you know, they just started showing a lot of the reruns. So that might be a sign that they plan on starting back up. But I would never know until like the last minute or whatever. I mean, not the last minute, but they'll tell you ahead of time to get prepared. But you do know the same guy that's over us for Shipping Wars, the one that is the creator of Shipping Wars. You know, he is the son of My 600 Pound Life. Y'all ever seen that? I loved how you schooled I'm based out of Savannah, Georgia. Ooh. Oh, me and Tasha. Tasha is cool. Tasha is real nice. You know, she's our little Barbie. She drinks her what is it? The little shakes, the little petite shakes. She is light as a feather, but she's so nice. She is so nice and sweet. We had fun though, you know. We had a good time. We really enjoyed ourselves. She's a good person to hang out with. But it was fun. It was hard. It wasn't easy at all, especially if you never did hot shot before. It wasn't. It wasn't easy. They definitely made you do the work. Okay, don't think you didn't do the work. You definitely had to do the work. One of the funniest. Let me tell you some moments that was really funny on Shipping Wars. Like, okay, for example, you know, you have a TV crew following you behind or whatever the case may be, right? Following with you. And the funniest thing was, you know how we get our hair done and we wearing different, you know, styles and stuff like that? Well, sometimes they'll film and they have to go back and edit the video, right? So by the time they edit the video, they may need you to do like certain pieces of the reenactment of because they didn't get it or you didn't say it right or whatever the case may be, right? And they got to make you look like you did when you actually shot it, right? And how about they came to get me or fly me out there to redo a take, right? And my hair was totally different, okay? Y'all, they had to book a stylist right there in Austin, Texas, to come out and try to recreate my hair the way that I had it on the show. You talking about a hot mess. Child, it was a hot mess. I'm sitting in the production in the studio, whatever, and this lady comes in with a wig, talking about she finna do my hair, and it gotta look like the picture that was in the episode. Honey, that was a mess. It was a mess. It was so funny. I'm in the process of getting my CDL. What account should I go with first? OTR, local, or regional? When you get your CDL, you're most likely going to be OTR, okay? Because you got to do OTR to sometimes get local positions. It's more harder to get a local position if you have been out OTR. Everybody wants you to go out and get your experience at 48, get your winter driving in, get all that kind of stuff in. And then once you do like a year of OTR, then you'll be able to do like some regional stuff or local stuff. Now, if you go with a big company, like a big mega carrier, then they may have some accounts where you just go out and back or in a certain area, you know. they're like dedicated. They may put you on like a dedicated Walmart account or a dedicated Target account or whatever the case may be. But if you like, them dedicated Walmart accounts that they have, just get your experience in and you can go work for Walmart directly and will probably make twice as much working for Walmart than you will for the mega carrier. But it's a little more difficult to get a local right out the gate. They want you to go out and get your OTR experience first, and then come back and get a local. Marshawn, did you do local? Did you do any local?
Just for a little bit, but I still did that.
Marshawn was on Marshawn was on a dedicated account.
Dr. Pepper.
You did a local account for Dr. Pepper?
Yeah, I wanted to take a little break from going regional, so I went local with Dr. Pepper, but I did it kind of split with U.S. Express.
When you go local, do you get every day off? I mean, you go home every night?
Go home every night, and so what they did with that account is that I was a yard jockey for 6 hours, I believe. And after those 6 hours, I drive another 6 hours going pretty much up and down the road between Dr. Pepper and Jacksonville.
Oh, okay. Marshawn said he was on a dedicated account that was local. Did you like it?
It was all right, getting me home every day, but then eventually I wanted to go back regional.
Well, what time would you start your day in the morning?
You can either choose, let's see, I think they did it 6 o'clock in the morning to 6 p.m. or 6 p.m. to 6 in the morning.
So, like on local, Arshawn said that he had a local account doing Dr. Pepper, and what they did with him was for 6 hours, he was moving trailers.
Yeah,
he moved trailers for 6 hours, and then the other 6 hours he had to go back and forth to the Dr. Pepper places. And then you go home, and then you come back out and do it again. Did you have to unload?
I think it was a drop and hook.
Oh, just doing drop and hooks. He didn't have to unload anything. And that one he went home every day. He said he was with that one with U.S. Express. And then they had the Michaels account. Michaels is what, regional?
Yeah.
Or
Michaels is East Regional. The furthest you go up north is Virginia, and the furthest you go out west is Birmingham, Alabama. And each load.
He say Arshawn over there looking like head of safety department at Brock Logistics. Look at him. Let me tell you something. Arshawn he checks everything. You see, he been driving, and not one time as he went over the lines, you ain't heard that noise. If I was driving, you would hear all that. You hear I bet you be like, my God, Lee, can you stay inside the lane? Goodness gracious, you don't hear that with Arshawn. You ain't heard that thing one time. I gotta show y'all how he back. Oh my God. Arshawn gonna get that. He gonna get that spot. I used to be like that though. I used to be so good. I used to be like. Now I be like second guessing myself, and I'll look at the spot. I'll be like, oh, no, I ain't even tried. I used to be like, I see a spot and I'll be like, oh, I'm getting that. I don't care what time of night it be. I don't care how tight it was or whatever. I would be able to get that joker. But now I'll be like, hold on, let me see if there's something else available. Oh, I've been a stop on the 95. On the 95. I like it up here. Like, I like PA. I like Maryland. I don't like Virginia and West Virginia. But well, if it's on the 95 side, it's fine. But when it gets to be like that 64 west or 64, 70, not that bad. But I hate 77. That's over there with the fancy gap. Can't stand that. And long as it ain't heavy, it's fine. But when you got a heavy load, oh my goodness, it takes so much out of you. And this load that we have right now is only like 8,000 pounds. So other than that, guys, we get ready to go. We're getting ready to deliver in a minute. There y'all go. We're getting ready to deliver in a little bit, and then I'm gonna go back and get some more rest, and I'll be driving this afternoon. Okay, so I will talk to you all later. Peace, love, joy, and happiness, and you all have a wonderful and blessed day. Bye.